Join me as I dive into the crazy world of celebrity gossip to figure out who Taraji P. Henson's new man is and why everyone is so shocked. Taraji P. Henson, the talented actress known for her iconic roles in Empire and Hidden Figures, has been making headlines lately, but it's not for her latest project. She's been spotted with a famous new man and fans are totally losing it. Fans are shocked, and I get it. Taraji has been pretty private about her personal life, especially after her highly publicized relationships in the past. Her split from Kelvin Hayden, her ex-husband and former NFL player, was quite the tabloid sensation. So when news broke that she's been seen with someone new, it's no wonder people are skeptical. I mean, can you blame them? We've all been there, trying to piece together the puzzle of our favorite celebs' love lives. At first, it didn't even make sense. One day people were scrolling like normal, and the next day, the internet was suddenly full of headlines linking three completely different names into one messy conversation. You won't believe how fast it happened. Let me tell you, this wasn't one of those rumors that slowly built over time. It exploded out of nowhere, and that alone made people stop and stare. Some blogs even went as far as floating pregnancy rumors, which shocked many people because she had already said publicly that she was done with that stage of her life. That's when people really started asking questions. Honestly, if even a small part of this story had been true, the fallout would have been massive. Social media was already on edge, and this kind of rumor felt like throwing gasoline on a fire. What made it worse was the history involved. People still remembered the tension from the Empire era, and because of that the idea of these names being connected felt uncomfortable from the start. This is where it gets interesting because the rumor wasn't just gossip. It touched old wounds, old conflicts, and old betrayals that many people never forgot. Knowing everything that had happened in the past, many people questioned why anyone would willingly step into something so messy. From the outside, it looked like she had been thriving, protecting her peace, and staying focused on her own growth. That's why the rumor felt so wrong. But here is the shocking part. The internet didn't care about logic. It cared about drama. And once drama entered the picture, the story began to twist in unexpected ways. So where did all of this even come from? This is how it started. A behind-the-scenes clip from a promotional event briefly appeared online, and then, parts of their lives became public stories. That sense of exposure lingered, and it added a layer of tension to anything that happened afterward. Then came the emotional side of the story. Interviews from those involved revealed how deeply the situation had affected them. One woman spoke about feeling completely overlooked while trying to process betrayal in front of cameras in the public eye. She explained how hard it was to protect her child while everything became headlines. But here is the shocking part. The people who caused or knew about the situation faced far less scrutiny than the ones who were hurt. That unfairness haunted anyone who followed the story. Meanwhile, the internet couldn't get enough. Discussion zoomed in on every small detail, gestures, locations, even deleted videos. Some assumed that one moment in a clip proved the rumor, while others pointed out coincidences that didn't mean anything at all. This is where it gets interesting. Despite all the chaos, no one had confirmed anything. No statements, no pictures, no real proof. Yet, the narrative kept building, fueled by curiosity and the emotional history behind it. The past and present collided when, people started connecting the old on-set tensions with the new rumors. Memories of delays, complaints, and awkward moments on set suddenly seemed relevant. Sources reminded the public that behind the professional smiles, there had been frustration, silent battles, and jealousy. The craziest part, many viewers didn't even know how much of that had been hidden until the scandal years ago forced it into the open. Finally, people began realizing why this rumor felt different from others. It wasn't just about gossip or a possible connection. It carried the weight of betrayal, uneven treatment, and old wounds that had never healed. Let me tell you that history made it impossible for anyone to view the situation lightly. It turned what could have been simple speculation into a story with layers of emotion, conflict, and unanswered questions. And just when people thought they understood the situation, the twist came again. The narrative wasn't complete. And the more they dug, the more it seemed like every answer led to another question. Every detail, every past incident, every hidden conversation added fuel to the fire, keeping the public hooked and waiting for what might happen next. As the story reached its latest chapter, people realized just how complicated everything had become. You won't believe how one small clip combined with years of history could turn into a headline that pulled three very real people into the middle of a rumor they never signed up for. Let me tell you, the public's imagination ran wild, but the truth remained buried. This is where it gets interesting. The rumor wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a reminder of how quickly stories could spiral, especially when old wounds were involved. What made things even more tense was the context. She had always been clear about protecting her peace, about setting boundaries, and about stepping away from situations that drained her energy. The craziest part was that those principles didn't just protect her. They also made it highly unlikely that she would willingly step into a situation tied to someone with so much messy history. From the outside, it looked like common sense would keep her far away, yet, the rumor refused to die. At the same time, people remembered what the other woman had gone through years before. Her experience had been deeply personal and painfully public. She hadn't chosen for her heartbreak to become entertainment, yet she had to navigate it while the world watched. That reality explained why so many people reacted strongly to any suggestion of a new connection. It wasn't just about dating gossip. It was about loyalty, boundaries, and respect. Things that Hollywood didn't always honor. Even now, there was no proof, no photos, no public statements, no appearances that suggested anything beyond coincidence. Yet, the story kept growing because the audience loved drama and the internet loved connecting dots even when they weren't connected. What makes this story different is that it exposed more than just relationships. It revealed how quickly women's lives could be turned into narratives. While institutions and systems quietly protected some and left others exposed, looking back, the pattern was clear. Men involved in scandals often moved on or were rebranded without much scrutiny, while women bore the brunt of public attention and judgment. That imbalance fueled the discussion and made the rumor feel heavier than it should have. Destiny took an unexpected turn for everyone involved simply because past mistakes, mismanagement, and selective protection created a perfect storm for the gossip to thrive. And in the end, the smartest lesson from this entire story was simple. People needed to slow down, separate speculation from fact, and respect the lives behind the headlines. The loudest move sometimes was to stay quiet and let history and truth speak for themselves. Let me tell you, the public might continue to speculate, but until facts emerged, nothing confirmed anything. And that reality made the whole story far more dramatic than anyone could have imagined. Even with the rumor fading or exploding, one thing remained true. The story had exposed the cracks, the biases, and the unfinished business of the past. That's why it captured attention and held it. It wasn't just gossip. It was a reminder of how messy fame, betrayal, and secrecy could become when history and human emotion collided. The skepticism makes sense, given Taraji's history of keeping her relationships under wraps. It's like, we're used to seeing her on screen, slaying the game, but her personal life, that's a whole different story. Her dating history has been pretty public, with high-profile relationships and marriages that have had their fair share of drama. So when we hear about a new guy, it's natural to wonder who is he and what's the deal. Taraji's new man is none other than Kevin Hart. Yes, you heard that right, Kevin Hart, the comedian and actor known for his high-energy stand-up specials and blockbuster movies. According to sources close to the couple, they've been spending a lot of time together, and it seems like they're taking things pretty seriously. Kevin Hart's known for his outgoing personality, and fans are curious to see how he and Taraji mesh. The reactions on social media have been mixed, with some fans expressing excitement and support for Taraji, while others are questioning the timing and compatibility. Some fans are even speculating about the nature of their relationship. Is it serious or just a friendly hangout? A recent public appearance together has only fueled the fire, with fans taking to Twitter to share their thoughts and opinions. Taraji P. Henson and Kevin Hart's budding romance has got everyone talking. From her dating history to his high-profile career, there are a lot of factors at play here. While some fans are thrilled to see Taraji happy, others are worried about how this will affect her public image. So, what do you guys think? Are you team Taraji and Kevin, or do you think this relationship is a surprise for all the wrong reasons? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in more celebrity gossip and updates, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be discussing the latest news on another Hollywood power couple.